Hello there guys and welcome back to 100% Chelsea, to the review of the game Hull City versus Chelsea, and we won the game 2-0. A clean sheet, scored 2 goals. What more can I ask for? Finally a good weekend. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while. First of all, I'm going to start with the lineup like I usually do, and we started differently. Something happened and it was amazing. So Courtois was still in goal, but we're starting a 3-4-3 formation with Gary Cahill as the left-sided centre-back, David Luiz in the middle, and Azpilicueta started as the right-sided centre-back. Then the four in midfield was Marcos Alonso on the left, Kante and Matic in the middle, and Victor Moses got a start as the right sort of wing-back, right midfielder thingy. And then the front three stayed the same with Hazard, Diego Costa, and Willian. The first half, it took us a little while to get used to our new, sort of system with 3 at the back. It's not easy. This team has played 4 at the back for years and years and years. If ever anyone has ever properly played 3 at the back, I don't know. But before they joined Chelsea anyway. So it took us a little while. But, we got more into the rhythm of the game, but we couldn't really create any proper chances in the first half. We maybe should have had a penalty through Victor Moses, who was absolute class in the first half, by far our best player in the first half, going past people, putting in crosses, he did everything. He was absolute class, completely deserved his start. He was brought down, maybe he wasn't enough contact to sort of justify the way he went down. Maybe that's why the referee didn't give it, but I think it should have been a penalty. If it was against us, maybe I would say different, but that's how it is. And then we had, I think, Costa squared it to Willian, and Willian just hesitated a little bit and just didn't get a proper sort of touch to the ball and just sort of passed it wide instead of like having a proper shot. And then the second half, we didn't make any changes at half time, but we started to get better and better. We actually didn't have a single shot on goal in the first half, but in the second we had 8. So that was obviously a lot better. It started off with, so we won the ball back off Hull City in midfield a lot. Especially Kante was absolutely unbelievable at doing that. And then we started a kind of counter-attack with just, I think, Kante, Diego and Hazard. And Diego was played in, even though he was not in as good as a position as Hazard was on the left, because there was a defender following Diego. But maybe he didn't. Kante, I think, played the pass. Maybe he didn't see Hazard. I don't know. He played it to Costa anyway. He had a show. Was actually got a slight deflection, then hit the post. Came out to Kante again, who completely skied it with a goal without a keeper in it from like 8-9 yards. So he should have scored that, but it wasn't long after that Willian made it 1-0. It was a small little pass by Diego. Willian just, tried to go to the left, sort of stopped, turned around, and just beautifully curled it in the right top corner. Unbelievable shot, unbelievable goal by a player who hasn't been doing that well over the last few games, and also today until he scored. He wasn't that great, if I'm going to be honest. But yeah, so that was obviously good. And not even that long after that, we sort of killed it off. 2-0, Diego Costa. Matic sort of won the ball back. He went through a goal, but he sort of was driving towards goal. Then he, moved it on towards his right foot with a defender and the keeper ahead of him. He had a shot, it got blocked, fell straight to Diego. Pretty much the same thing that Willian did. Controlled it, had a look, and just put it in the top right corner. Another really, really, really good goal. So at that time, Hull City weren't really doing anything defensively. We were solid. So I was pretty convinced that was done. That the game was done. We had a few more chances. Should have had another penalty, that a completely clear one. By foul on Willian, for a foul on Willian. Maybe Pedro could have scored one. Maybe Alonso could have scored one. We could have scored 1 or 2 or 3 more. But it doesn't matter. We won the game. We had a clean sheet, which is vital, I think, to sort of get the confidence of our defence back. Go into the international break now with a victory, and not imagine we had to go into an international break after our 3-0 loss against Arsenal. That would have been devastating. But now it's obviously a very different sort of atmosphere in the dressing room. I'm pretty sure of that. Ivanovic just dropped. Cahill was good today. Didn't make any mistakes that I saw anyway. He was really decent. Especially what surprised me is that if we play 3 at the back, that he wasn't the central centre back. With the players that played today. but David Luiz played in the middle. Maybe it's just to take a little bit of their responsibility away from Gary Cahill, because like obviously in the middle you're right in front of goal, and that's where he sort of made the mistakes that he made against Swansea, against Arsenal, also against Liverpool. Against Leicester, my bad. So maybe that was the thinking behind it, and he wasn't that bad. Obviously, the 3-4-3, Alonso was a lot more defensive than Moses was, especially in the first half. In the second half, when we realised Hull was sitting back and they didn't really threaten us, both of them went forward quite a lot. But in the first half, when we still got used to the sort of system, Alonso sort of he was a proper wing back, and Moses was pretty much playing as a right midfielder. He came back for when they put in a cross in from the other side to sort of be the right back, but he was a lot more attacking. He got in their box, and like I said, he should have had a penalty in the first half. So I was really happy with that, and that's pretty much all I can say. It's been really good. I'm really happy, having a good weekend now, that's for sure. Going into the international break, which pissing me off already again. I just hate these international breaks, even though Austria's playing Wales, so that should be interesting. But still, I can't wait for us to play Leicester in 2 weeks' time. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That's pretty much all I've got to say. Leave me your thoughts down in the comments. Who do you think was our man of the match? For me, it was clearly Diego Costa. He assisted the goal, scored a goal. First half though, clearly Victor Moses. But playing well doesn't win you games. What Diego did today won us the game. Leave me any other thoughts that you have down in the comments. Leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Check out all our social media links down in the description. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat. Check all of them out. And subscribe if you haven't already. We massively appreciate that. And also, thank you very much for 18,000 subscribers. I'm not sure if Louis, thank you for that in the stream last night. I didn't manage to watch it. I was busy. But if you didn't, I'm doing it now. Thank you very much. We really appreciate every single one of you. And yeah, that's it. Up to Chelsea, and I'll see you next time.